Boom! What's up, guys? Financial Dan here, bringing you a video on Elrond, eGold. It's a great time to get into it. I've also got an awesome backdrop here from the hotel. Check it out, city of Nashville. Woo! Batman building. But all right, we're talking about Elrond. So, why am I talking about this right now? Holy, it has dropped with this crypto dip crash that we're having with Bitcoin. You know, guys, there's a lot of fear in the cryptocurrency market right now. Some people are really starting to kind of pull out, and yank out. But I'm telling you, when people are scared, that's the time to get in. And right now, Elrond is at a great price. And if it dips even lower, I'm going to buy even more. But I just recently put in some more. So let's take a look at the charts. Let's take a look at some news and get right into it. All right, here, so we're looking at the daily chart, and the first thing I just wanted to show you, because even though there's a lot of people freaked out about things, we're still up from the beginning of the year 135% with Elrond. It was, way down here at about 24 bucks as the January 1st date rolled by, and we're up at $58 right now. I mean, hard for some people who obviously may have gotten into it in the middle of the new year as crypto was being popular, and it was maybe at its all-time highs of 240. That is a big fall. However, right now we've fallen this far. There's not that much further we can fall to a heavy level of support from where it was down there at $40 or so. But at any point in time, if Bitcoin shoots up, all the other cryptocurrencies are going to follow it. Bitcoin is the one that pulls these everywhere. And Elrond is pulled exponentially compared to Bitcoin, it seems. In the same way that Bitcoin rallied going through into February, look how Elrond rallied. It skyrocketed. You had to get into it that day. So, moral of the story, timing of the market is very difficult. It's very hard to time the market to the good news, if you know what I mean. So in a way, it's safer to time it to the bad, as much as that makes sense. So like Warren Buffett style, be greedy when others are fearful, because right now there's so much fear, uncertainty, doubt in the market. It's a good time to, get in, basically, for a sale price. eGold's on sale. eGold's on sale, guys. So let's take a quick look at where we're at with some of the moving averages on eGold, some technical indicators here, and then we'll jump into the news. We'll try and make it as quickly as we can here. The first indicator that I want to talk about is with moving averages, and has to do with the highly hyped up death cross that everyone's talking about as an indicator with Bitcoin. The death cross is when the 50-day moving average crosses with the 200-day moving average. It's a fairly bearish signal that says that the stock price or the crypto price is going to crash. So this is what the death cross doesn't look like. Sorry, this is what the death cross on the eGold. This is the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average, looking like they're heading for each other like a death cross. This is how Bitcoin looked a week or so ago. So we take a look at, this is Bitcoin's death cross right here, which happened 2 days ago, June 19th. And there was so much hype or so much talk about the death cross in the news and in people's YouTube videos that it may be part of the factor for the dump, the sell-off, more so than the actual death cross itself, if that makes sense. So we did, as this death cross here shows, drop in Bitcoin, and we dropped below 30,000 briefly. I saw it when I was checking my widget on my iPhone with my prices. I saw that it dropped below 30,000 briefly and wicked down and instantly kind of popped back up and jumped back up above 31,000. So we did briefly get down below there, but instantly pushed right back up. There's instantly some support there, which is a good sign. Typically death cross could have meant it would have dove all the way down to 20,000, which is what some people were expecting off of it. Now that didn't happen, but it's still a possibility we could see it happen. But I just wanted to go over how that hasn't happened yet with eGold, and if Bitcoin starts moving upwards from here, we'll probably see eGold moving upwards from here, which will pull that 50-day moving average back up away from the 200-day moving average, and we won't cross. But if it starts to cross, people could be talking about it, and could be a bearish signal for it to go down. Another interesting to look at is with the volume of Elrond over the past day or so. Take a look here. This is on the hourly. We can see that there was a large amount of selling off, and right here now the ramping up of people buying it back. I think there's going to be an influx of people who had $60 as their all right, it's below 60, I've got to get into Elrond now because I know it's going to pump back up. So it dropped below 60, right? It's at 58. Now we see that volume pick up with people buying back in because it's maybe a common price target in their head. So that's a bullish sign for it. If lots of people buy into it, it's going to start pushing it back upwards. And like I said, a lot of it's going to be tied to Bitcoin, as everyone says with a lot of altcoins, but it's true. Bitcoin moves the market. And if Bitcoin does bounce off of that drop that it had yesterday, the day before, and it starts making its way back up to 40 now, then this is going to pull right up out of that 60 range. And depending on where Bitcoin goes, we may never see it again. That's a possibility. We may never see it this discounted. At the same time, Bitcoin could fluctuate and spike back down to 28, maybe 1,000, 25,000, and maybe you'll be able to pick up eGold for $50 maybe. But averaging in is a smart way to do it so that you don't miss out. You don't want to time it and then regret it. You'd rather kind of judge it and slowly edge in, and that way you're being smart about it. Now, that's enough on the charts. Let's take a quick look here at their Twitter page and a little bit of news. So here's their Twitter page, pinned one there. Now, they are just recently, this was just announced today, that they invested with a security company here, institutional grade security. Elrond joins Series A funding round. It was a total of $5.3 million that they got in. The company's called Runtime Verification. And they're getting in, here at the ground floor with them and starting to build that relationship. They're very excited about being able to secure a voice for Elrond network at the heart of developing what we believe to be essential tools for the advancement of the general blockchain space. Our strategic investment in runtime verification aims for sustainable growth of methodologies and dev kits that already are embedded into the core practices involved in building the Elrond protocol and connected tools. It's all about the connections, man, connected tools. And this runtime verification for software development over the last 20 years, it was started at NASA and has gradually made its way into the blockchain space where it is perhaps most needed. Due to mounting complexity, which comes with smart contract composability and blockchain architectures. There's some smart people behind this, there's some big money behind this, and Elrond's now right in the heart of it, and they're funding a lot of money into it. I think it's awesome. I think it's great news. Big futures with this. This was June 22nd. So that's the most recent big bullish news, and that's pretty cool. Here I started watching some of it. There's a French digital news disruptor released a report on blockchain and cryptos, what they are, use cases, opportunities in France. And they did a great job covering and highlighting the network. Now, I'm Canadian, but I've lost a lot of my French. I was reading the subtitles on this and understanding a good bit of it. But, there's alternatives, for example, Elrond. Neat video, shows it's good, it's well edited and everything. And I think it's, it could be a pretty good video for France to get people aware about Elrond over there. Spread it out all over the world, so that's pretty cool. And then finally here on Newswise, this is just a little summary for last week in Elrond. Bitcoin is now available in the Get Maiar app. I'll put a link to this app as well in the description of this video. This is the app where you can stake Elrond, and it's the wallet for Elrond. And it's a pretty slick app, I'll give you that. I buy my Elrond now on Binance, and I transfer it to the Elrond app where I stake it for rewards. You You can make 15 to 20% APR staking it. I think I'm going to make another video on it because I've learned a lot more about it and did a lot more research, and I really want to share it because it's really cool. It's a very smart financial decision to do with your money, to a point like crypto, as you spread it out and keep it diverse. But very neat. eGold added to Coin98 wallet, Elrond Polkadot bridge built, mainnet upgrade, weekly, hashtag Elrond tech. The set of Elrond network properties which made it possible for Bitcoin to be natively added into the Maiar app will continue further similar integrations that will enhance our blockchain's role as the trust layer of the internet. Maiar is now the fastest Bitcoin wallet. Woo! Big statement, big news. That's awesome. Anyways, this was just some cool updates here on Elrond. I'm pumped up about it. If you are too, let me know in the comments. Please don't forget to like. Appreciate it. Peace out.